Greetings, Summoners! Welcome back to Sky Kingdoms. Today we're talking about Lucifer. He is a free commander, the second free commander our server has seen. We're server 3. I wanted to get right into the commander, but I do think it's kind of important to tell people that are new to this game or new to this channel that every month or 2 months they release a free commander event where you basically just do tasks for 7 days in a row, and if you complete them all, you get a free commander. So here's the thing. It says, yeah, by completing the task, you'll get up to 6,000. Every time you do the quest, you get free gems for completing it each day. So even if you don't plan on completing the commander quest, because it is expensive or it is difficult, it's really hard for early accounts to get it. But it does reward you gems for doing the event, so you should do it. So this is the second commander. The first commander we got was Galahad, which was basically NB55, if you're familiar with Ark of War. Not a very good commander. And this commander being the second one, also not very good. I want to point out, though, that even if you don't get him, all the magazines or leadership you pour into him and the skills you level up, you will get back later. Usually free commanders come back as a release 10 event. Usually they don't make you do the whole 7 days again. It'll just be like a 3-day event. It'll say, release 10 at the warp gate and you have a 10% chance to get the commander. So that's a good way to do it too. Plus you get other commanders to S by releasing them in the warp gate. Anyway, all right, so let's get into it. Lucifer is... Lucifer. They went with Lucifer? Okay, that's the devil, right? Isn't that the devil? Christian religions? Okay. He's got a 40% skill and a 60% airship awakening, mage airship awakening. And he is actually very similar to a commander in Ark of War, and we'll go over that in a second. But first, let's do flavor text. Lucifer's staff can tune his little brother Lucian's guitar, bro. Guitar? What? Lucifer and Lucian are brothers. Are you kidding me? They spelled Lucian wrong. Let's see what it says. He is holding a musical instrument, actually. Oh, his guitar bow. It's a musical instrument that has arrows. Okay. Lucian, I-O-N. And his flavor text says L-U-C-I-A-N. Spelling error. Come on, guys. Come on, you proofreaders. Help us out. Okay, so cool. He's got a little brother. His little brother has a 20% guaranteed hit skill. I actually like his little brother better. His 20% skill says it increases crit chance 3% per level. That is the same as Chief in Ark of War. Just increases crit. Oh God, is that right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. And then Rampage is worded the same. Chief in Ark of War says Rampage as well, but in Ark of War, Rampage is a 40% guaranteed hit skill. In Sky Kingdoms, this Rampage is actually an all-unit 40% lowers enemy attack damage, which is really bad because as we're finding out that this game is just a recopy of Ark of War. It seemed at first maybe there was like a rock, paper, scissors matchup thing going on where airship versus mechanical always had an advantage, but now it seems like substantially more. So it's kind of hard to say if that's the case, but certainly it does feel like it's going the same route. So this is not a very strong skill. The dodge meta is going to be huge. If you cannot hit somebody, it doesn't matter how low their damage is, you're still not hitting them. If they just have a couple pieces of dodge gear, you're not going to touch them. So I don't love Lucifer. I don't think he's worth the gold. I think it's worth doing the weekly quest just for the free gems and just enjoying an S-class commander because they're really hard to get S-classes early on. And that awakening is great, but dodge meta. This awakening doesn't have a guaranteed hit. It misses just as much as anything else. So the first skill is a 20%. You get to crit. Crit's nice, right? We don't have a lot of research early game. This crit does help double your damage whenever you do land a hit, but your 40% skill is the main skill, and all units can trigger it, and it lowers their attack, which is I never even got to say it. This is the exact same skill as Albert in Ark of War. Albert's 40% skill is the same as Lucifer. Chief's 20% skill is the same as Lucifer. So they're a mix between the two, but Albert is an airship commander, and Chief is a walker commander. So he's more like Albert, if anything. He's more like Albert. Let's just say that. Not great. But what are you gonna do? You want a commander that's S-class. This is a second one they give you the chance to get, and his skin is messed up. Look, he's above the screen. Supposed to be under the screen a little bit. He's off by about, I don't know. On my screen it's an inch, but He's a cool looking commander. He's an airship commander, but he doesn't have, or he's a mage air commander, excuse me, but he doesn't have any role in the current meta. Lowering somebody's attack damage against you is just a lose less ability, and it doesn't give you the edge in beating somebody in a fight or a fair fight or, in a gross overpowered fight. So not a huge fan of Lucifer, but we make the videos to remind people, or to at least talk about why we like or don't like him. And, Lucifer's just, he's not going to be high on the list of commanders worth having. In fact, he's probably not recommended at all. You should, if you do get him, you're probably going to want to absorb that S-class commander into your main commander when that main commander hits S. So, this is great to show the debuff, so it shows you that he buffs himself with the crit skill, his 20% skill. It doesn't go to all of his troops. It only goes to the troops that trigger it right there. You see the chop triggers on his own self. He also triggered his Rampage ability, which lowers the enemy attack damage, but in this replay they don't actually land a hit on us, so it's not that useful. But just assume it's what it says it is. If it says they would normally hit for 1,000 and your skill says it lowers their attack by 20%, assume it lowers it by 20%. That's something we found is pretty reliable in Arc of War. If I find otherwise, I'll change the video or put it in the description below or in the comments below. But that's pretty much the important bits of what Lucifer can do and what kind of commander he is. So nothing too crazy there. Don't get too excited about him. If you see anybody try to main him, just send a dodge commander at him and just punish him. But the meta's getting there, guys. So for those of you that are playing Sky Kingdoms, I'll see you on Server 3. For those of you that haven't started yet, we're only a week in, guys. Join us on Server 3. We're having a good time. And we're going totally like free to play, and just we got 3 super guilds, so we should have a server merge coming. It's going to be fun. Take a break from Arc of War. Take a 7-day callback. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, peace is bad for business.